everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death. So,
you survived the night. Can't say the same for Granite and his ilk, but and the Sunblade appears to have given you a pass, at least this time. He left you held and paralyzed. I'm not sure what Qualnier thought. He knows magic, right? He knows there's an expiration on that, on these sorts of things. So you eventually regain your use of your facilities. And what do? You're...
I'm just taking a look at Michelle's spells real quick. She does not have a hold person spell. Do I know if the Sunblade is part wizard, part cleric, right?
I don't know.
Dual-classed warrior. Are they triple-classed warriors? Okay.
Well, I do know, but
right. I think he's a
knows.
warrior wizard, or is he a warrior cleric? And then the wizards are because it's a dual. It's like a theocracy and what's a government run by scientists?
I don't think one exists.
But there's a word for it, right?
I don't think it's a thing. Besides, wizards are certainly not scientists.
A technocracy.
Oh, okay.
So it's a part theocracy, part technocracy. Weird little government here. I feel like wizards are the closest thing to scientists. In my mind.
Yeah. Or scientists are the closest thing to wizards.
Yeah, one of those two. They're as close to each other as you can get. So I guess we just wait for the next day. We take a nice long sleep and wake up the next day and immediately set to work appraising my gems.
Oh. Yeah, we can do that.
I have 4 gems from Granite, 4 gems from a bodyguard, and 2 gems from another bodyguard.
All right, roll your appraisal check.
RD 20 plus 12. 17 on the first 4 gems. That's no good. 21 on the next 4. And a 28 on the last one.
So the bodyguards are worth 50 GP each. They are semi-precious stones.
Is that both bodyguards? Or are they different?
Yeah, they're both the same.
Okay.
I don't know if you need a gem type for.
Oh, I would love a gem type. Yeah.
Let's call them black onyx. Semi-precious stones, all the same, as if it were issued as payment or at some point.
And these look different from granite stones, yeah?
They are, yeah.
Okay. Well, I failed those. So I'm going to head on down to my secret dungeon and go talk to my dungeoneer. And this might be a weird conversation. Maybe I should have brought Granite's eyes back for him. No. I don't think that needs to be done. So I'll just head into my basement, my secret basement, and go find Granite's cousin, whose name I have written down somewhere.
Wait, this is...
What's his name? It's not Kierkegaard. It's Daggert. There we go. So I'll go talk to Dagger and place the Granite's 4 gems on the table in front of him. And say, my fine Daggert, it's a great day. Do you know what happened last night? Of course not. How could you know? But it was a good night last night. We finally removed a certain problem that we were having. do you think you could be a dear and tell me the value of these gems?
He skulks over in the dark of this workshop. Chains clattering. Is he chained?
Oh yeah, he's always chained.
Yeah. All right, he takes a look in the darkness, holds them up to the dark. He shakes his head. Hematite, merely ornamental. Polished, though.
Ornamental? That cheap son of a bitch. How much would you say an ornamental gem's worth, Dagger? 10 GP each?
Give or take.
What type did you say they were? Hematite?
Hematite.
Hematite. I like hematite. It's a nice stone. Thanks, buddy.
Actually, what you get when you get hematite is usually not, or like if you buy those magnetic rocks, they're not actually hematite. But that's a discussion for another day.
The rocks that they say are hematite aren't actually hematite?
Like if you're thinking of those little magnetic rocks that you buy and they're like, yeah, those are usually like synthesized magnetic rocks. If that's what you're thinking of.
It might be what I'm thinking of.
They press together. Yeah. No, those are.
I'm not really sure.
Those aren't usually.
But they're like black and smooth and a little bit speckled and usually fairly shiny.
Yeah, it'll look something like
so.
that. But I think if you're yeah, anyways. Yeah.
Then okay, that's fine.
But that's what these look like. It's fantasy.
Well, let's see. I'll pace in the room with Dagger while I talk aloud to myself. Our next set of objectives are to find some wealthy clients, patrons, people within the city and rob them blind. We need to bring in a new supply of gems so that you can keep carving them for us.
You're having this conversation with this chained dwarf.
Yeah. I mean, he's chained, like, what, who's he gonna tell, right?
No. He's not saying much, but
Yeah,
he'll be your sounding board. I guess he doesn't really have much choice. 930
pounds of ore. I don't know how much of that we've gone through. I don't know when the last time I've collected ruby from Dagger it was, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been a while.
There are a couple of rubies here.
Oh, excellent. How many should I add to my collection?
You can add up to 3.
Oh, wonderful. Dagger, we're fabulously wealthy. We're actually getting to the point where the wealth isn't even very useful anymore. I mean, I'd love to rob some of these people blind here in town, but I don't know what I would do with all the money once I had it. What does one do when they are wealthy enough that it doesn't really matter? What's a man to do with all the money that he needs? A house, no more real enemies in town. I feel like I've gotten all the power that I've ever wanted, and I'm still left hungry and wanting more. You know what it is, Dagger? You know what we're missing? Thing that I can't get a hold of? It's more magic items. That's it. That's the hole that I'm feeling in my body. I only have these two, I say, motioning to my short sword, my bloodletter. And a couple of potions lying around. How many potions do I have lying around, Dagger? Do you know? Let's see. We've got that circlet, and did we leave the magic eye with the old man, or did we keep it after? I'm not sure. So we've already used our oil of etherealness. We've used our oil of fiery breathing. We still have a potion of fire breathing. That doesn't feel like enough magical items, you know. Sometimes I have to...
Didn't someone use the potion of fire breathing?
No, there was
a
a
second
potion of fiery
Oh,
burning.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we only have the one potion, the circlet, the bauble, and the 2 weapons. Hold on, let me check my other sheet. Yeah. That's about... Oh, wait, no, I have a potion of heroism. Still. I don't know what to do with that one. No, Dagger. We need to find some magic gear. What sort of magic items do I need, Dagger? You know, I need like a rope that I can attach to things and like give it a shake and it'll fall down, like an elven rope. That's what I need. I remember a story of this guy named Sam that had a magical elven rope. I don't know how the hell he climbed it because it was so thin, but we definitely need a magic rope. Maybe a grappling hook with a silence spell cast permanently on it.
Those are actually good ideas.
Where do you know anyone with a magic rope?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Rope?
Magic rope. Magic, elven, knotting and unknotting rope. It'll loosen itself and fall.
Probably an elf, right?
You're right. The elves would have elven rope. We might have to head down to Elf Town and steal some rope.
Elf Town? Is that where the elves have been hiding for all these centuries?
That's what the name translates to in Elven. I'm sure you don't understand that when you say it in Common or Dwarven or whatever language you speak. God, I don't really want to go robbing the elves. I have a feeling that I'll be caught a little more easily down there. Besides, then what market would I have to sell my rubies in? Or maybe, Dagger, maybe before we go and do this, we can get ourselves a little bit more well established in this town. You know, because I feel like with all this money lying about, we could make some philanthropic donations to this town to get ourselves in a slightly better position here. What would be a good way to invest money in a town to make everyone appreciate us here? We could make some donations to the policeman's retirement fund, or maybe a widow's fund for the local law enforcement. That might be a nice gesture to make. An easy way would just be to buy a bunch of kegs of ale and leave them open down by the docks for anyone to come and drink. But I feel like that's fairly short-lived and might get us in trouble, might not buy the sort of influence that we're looking for. I feel like a widow's fund for the local constabulary is a good way to go. Do you know any hedge fund investors, Dagger?
I've got a cousin.
Yeah? He doesn't invest in hedges, right? This is a hedge fund. And never mind. I don't trust. Who's your cousin?
His name's Granite.
I think I'm done working with Granite. I think our business is concluded. He left town, by the way. He's gone.
Daggett starts to cry. This is sad. Go upstairs and talk to Michelle or something.
Do you say he will go upstairs and talk to Michelle?
No, sorry, my internet cut out. That was out of character.
Sure.
Daggett does start to cry though.
That's fine. I will.
Yes, he's. Oop.
Go for it.
We're still there?
Yeah, you've been here the whole time. Ryan.
Let's see if this evens out. They've been working on the internet here.
Oh, it's my internet that's down.
Oh, is it?
It's me that's having the problems. You've been coming through just fine.
Okay. Well.
But it seems, I don't know, it's evening out. My bit rate is all over the place. It should be fine. It's fine. I forgot what I just asked you.
Nothing. My NPC started to whimper.
Right, policeman's ball, dagger, money. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take one of these rubies, and I will leave my short sword behind. I'll just dress in my fine clothes.
Your toga?
No, not my toga. My fine clothes, my nice clothing. And I'm going to make my way to the Sunblade's Tower, or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Okay. Into the Solstice map. And get you out of the water.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna...
So where would you like to head?
I'm gonna come here, and then I gotta go in to get into this tower, and then I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Cool. You head into the library. Are you trying to be inconspicuous or anything?
Oh, no. I've got my dagger, bloodletter on my belt, but other than that, it's just my fine clothes and one of these large rubies. You know what? 2 of these large rubies, yeah.
All right. You draw stairs from, well, maybe you don't even notice or care.
Definitely don't care. Might notice.
Yeah. You draw the attention of the 2 knights that stand guard outside the library. But you head past them, head in.
Greetings, gentlemen.
And to the, and you enter like the stairwell of this tower. Mm-hmm. You head up a floor, and the first door was the Sunblade's quarters.
I give an authoritarian knock. Actually, a friendly knock.
Yeah. There's no response. You knock a couple other times, and he's not in.
I will open the door. Is it locked?
It is locked.
I'll take a quick look around me. Is anyone nearby?
No, you're alone in the stairwell.
Golden opportunity. How long does it take me to pick a lock?
I feel like it's turns.
It might be D10 turns? D10 rounds? It's a period of time. An unknown period of time.
Where's my PHB?
Let's see.
Yeah.
The amount of time required to pick a lock is D10 rounds.
All right. You said about picking the lock?
No, D10 rounds is too long for me. A lot can happen in 10 minutes, and I don't want to get caught picking the Sunblade's lock. I will just leave it be. I'll just keep heading up the stairs. I don't remember what's up at the top of the tower, so we'll just keep walking and look for someone in charge. I figure the person at the top of the tower has got to be the person at the top of the law enforcement, too, and that's sort of who I want to see, so...
All right, so you head up the stairs and bump into a trio of robed figures walking down the stairs.
Gentlemen?
And they're like, whoa, can I help you?
Yes, you can. I am looking for the head officer of law enforcement.
That would be the Sunblade, and he's right this way, and they escort you down to the door. You were
he's not in his office right now, or at least he's not answering the door.
Okay.
I know he had a late night last night.
I'm sure I saw him around here somewhere. What did you say your name was?
Qualnir. Does that name ring a bell to you?
Yeah. There's this awkward exchange that they don't get a chance to answer ever, as several knights come up the stairs. Actually, I think just Sunblade on his own.
Ah, greetings, Mr. Blade. I was hoping to speak with you in private.
He angles a helmed head up the stairs where these three priests stand.
May we have a word?
Anything that you have to say to me can be said here in front of the ears of justice.
Of course.
This is, I think, in Elven.
I will switch to common then, just in case one of these people can't speak Elven. It has come to my attention that... Let me restart. The fine work of the Knights of Solstice is something I feel I have been taking for granted. I would like to do a little something as my show of gratitude and appreciation. I'll pull out one of my rubies and hand it over to the Sunblade and say, this
He doesn't raise a hand to take it or anything.
This is for a fund that I think should be managed by the state instead of by myself to avoid any problems. And I would like to create a fund for widows or widowers of Knights of Solstice who have died in the line of duty. I know it can be very difficult on the loved ones.
Are you threatening me? He says under his breath. So the priests are still here. Mm-hmm. And they, let me... Yeah. Are you threatening me?
No. I came to make a gesture of gratitude.
The priests are whispering to themselves. Whispering.
Do you not need a widow's fund? Perhaps your knights are so successful that there are no widows or widowers, and this would just be money sitting around wasted. Maybe we could do an education fund for the children of the Knights of Solstice then. Don't worry, you don't have to name a wing of the tower after me. It doesn't have to be Qualnir's treasury or Qualnir's dungeon or, Qualnir's office of records. No need for that. Just... I thought it would be good to give back to the city that has given me so much. I look awkwardly as no one is responding to me.
The priests continue to whisper to themselves. The Sunblade shakes his helm and turns to walk away again.
Does no one take the ruby from my hands?
No, you're standing there holding a ruby. The Sunblade like walks out, like, so you're on like the first floor landing, or like that between the first and the second floor. Sunblade walks back into the library, and immediately 2 other knights step to replace him. And roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. Ooh, 17. No good.
All right. And these 2 knights sort of step in and accost you. One, you shake one away, but the other manages to get hands on you.
Gentlemen?
And do you resist? Do you put up a fight here?
No, not at all. I let them accost me? But I don't know where they're taking me.
You hear an Elven as you're dragged like down the staircase. Take him to the dungeon.
Sirs? Sunblade!
And Qualnir, I think, is hauled off and thrown in a cell. Your stuff will, yeah.
What?
How do you go? Do you go willingly? Like, it seemed like you were allowing yourself to be
yes,
arrested and dragged off.
I allow myself to be arrested and dragged off. I don't fight it.
When it comes, do you have your equipment with you? Like, when it comes time to hand over your weapon.
I have my dagger on me. I have my rubies, 2 rubies on me. I was considering opening that door, but I don't know if I actually have my thieves' tools on me.
Do you have your armor?
No. I just have my fancy clothes and my one sidearm.
When it comes time for them to confiscate Bloodletter, how does that go down? Like, if
you're joking, right?
No, you're being arrested and thrown in the dungeon.
That's what I'm saying to them. You're joking, right? Mm-hmm. You're not taking my dagger.
I think they take it from you. Like, I think they remove it from your waist, and so you can.
But I will clamp my hand on it, and I won't draw it, but I will push it to myself.
Okay, so this scuffle happens, down the staircase. Mm-hmm. So let's roll initiative, I think.
I don't know what I'm adding to this, but it's a 10, so it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. So they get to go first. They miss to grab it, so you can unsheath it or something, or attack or punch them, or you pull out of the way. You still got one arm held.
Yeah, I'll just move so that the dagger's as far away from them as possible, still holding on to it but not drawing it. And I will look at the knight, one of the knights, both of them did it, but the knight who grabbed for it, and say, a lot of very bad people died so that I could get this back. I don't think you want to take it away from me. Throw me in the dungeons if you must. Take my rubies if you must. But I do not recommend you try and take this dagger.
There is a bit of a stare down, and then the spells come out. And I think it's just gonna be another hold person. So they're not sure, they're not ready to grab it out of your hands, but roll a saving throw versus spell as one of the
11 is a pass.
Okay. Would that have been the Sunblade or one of the priests? Yeah, so the Sunblade comes down and attempts to hold you again, but you throw it off, still physically restrained.
The Sunblade is trying to... he's here.
Yeah. I mean, he's got range on that spell, but he's
Yeah.
at the top of he's at the first floor,
Sure.
coming down to check what the commotion's about.
What is this nonsense? Why am I being arrested? What have I done? I demand to know why I'm being arrested.
We'll deal with it later. Take him, lock him up, and so that they, ignoring the dagger, the two of them they go to push you into the cell. Are you resisting?
No, I won't resist. I'll let them shove me on in.
So you get thrown into the cell.
Did they take my rubies?
No, I mean, no. Maybe the ruby you were flailing around got dropped in the scuffle, but
sure.
No, they decided to, instead of fighting with you over the dagger, they just shove you in the cell and lock the door.
Okay, I'll call from my cell. The ruby on the floor is for the widows.
And I think that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Jesus Christ.
I'll figure out what to do with you next time.
No, you won't. You'll show up next time and be like, where are we? Who's in jail?
We're in a dungeon? Okay, how many dwarves?
All right. One scrape or another. So that was Dicing with Death today, guys. It's great to have it back.
Back? We never left. We just
We've just been distracted.
There we go.
Yeah, distracted. That's the nice way of putting it. So that's that for Dicing with Death. What should we say?
I don't know. I'll be in California this weekend, so Fro flashback or something.
Right, I need to find a flashbacker.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to say? Tie us up? Do you want experience, or do you? You're not love?
Well, I won't.
Just level, in case so I don't forget.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if you'll survive this dungeon, but you at least deserve. I should have given you experience before. Well, I wasn't really expecting you to walk straight to the halls of justice and present yourself so willingly.
I mean,
I thought it'd be a little longer before you realized that your favors would run out.
I was honestly not trying to make a threat, honestly trying to do something to repair my relationship.
Pretty bad.
I get that.
Here, Chief, I'd like to donate to the Widowers Fund.
It's a pretty good threat that I did not mean to make.
Yeah.
What do we got for experience here?
Wow.
A lot of dwarf dead.
Yeah.
It's okay. I need.
How far are you from leveling?
Oh, like a bajillion experience. I leveled last session. You can feel free to throw experience at me until the cows come home, and I'll never reach level 10.
I don't know about that, but
I am 50,000 away, or 48.
Okay. Well, you gain 10,800.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I was worried for a second there.
Is that including 10%?
Not including 10%.
All
so
right.
It should be 11,880.
Yep.
Wait, 11,8.
That brings me to 124,392. How did I get 10,000 experience? Not that I'm complaining.
I gave you experience for dwarves that fled as well.
Ah. Wonderful. Out of my...
So you probably only fought about 10 dwarves, but you get the whole clan XP.
Nice. Well, I did remove an entire organization from the board. Hopefully. I hope they don't just replace Granite with a new leader. That'd be problematic. I'd have to go and make another example of them.
I think you said a pretty strong message, but I don't know how to justify you not getting run out of town as well.
Maybe I will get run out of town.
You almost got away with it too, and then you walked right up and tried to bribe the law.
I didn't see it as a bribe. I saw it as like an honest move to
as a threat. And it's fine.
Right.
Everything is fine.
Things get misinterpreted all the time in the real world. It only stands to reason that they also get misinterpreted in these games. I think that creates a lot of interesting, fun moments. All right, then. We are done with Dancing with Death for today. There will be misclicks tonight. Anna's going to be running Lost Mines of Phandelver. I will be playing Renegade, but his friends call him Maverick.
Oh, God. Sorry, I mean, sounds...
he's great.
Sounds like a creative name.
Yeah, he's good. And that's that for that. There will be Heroes Graveyard this weekend. There'll be shenanigans this weekend. We're going to try and do a 404 flashback, but I haven't found a player for it yet. So there's stuff. There's stuff. Are you streaming between now and Misclicks? Or I should probably. Misclicks starts at... Misclicks is in 5.5 hours. So there can be some streaming between now and then. Yes, there will be. But that's it. So we're done. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.